Paw'dCats Sports.
Cats.
Hey yo!
LFG cat fans!
Alright, before we dive into today's episode, we gotta give a huge shout out to our very first follower. Real MVP who believed in the Paw'dCats Sports before the mic was even warm. That kind of support means everything. Rory Phillips 4 on Instagram.
Rory Phillips 4? No, that's Ryan Phillips 4.
That's Rory. It's Rory. I messed it up on the script.
I see. Oh, my bad.
My
Rory
bad.
Phillips 4. I wonder if this is a guy that maybe we know, but we don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we knew him from college or something, an acquaintance or something. Now here he is following us on the socials. So here's the deal. If you're listening and you know you were first in line, shoot us a DM on the Instagram. I'm not sure what that is, but the youngsters can probably leave a comment down below. We'll figure that out. We're giving away some fresh merch. I'm assuming that's short for merchandise.
Yep.
That's too many syllables, I guess. Your choice. We got hats. Hats for bats. Keep bats warm. That's a major league joke. We got hoodies. What do you think? Hoodies? It's not hoodie season, but we got them. So you can be prepared. And apparently both are stamped with our quote-unquote fierce logo. Because I guess Wildcats are fierce, man. I hope our defense is fierce this year. But anyway, that's just our way of saying thanks, for supporting us from day one. Our very first follower, Ryan Phillips. No, that's not Ryan Phillips. Who was it? Rory Phillips.
Rory Phillips.
Rory Phillips 4. Somebody we may know. Maybe he's just using a burner. I don't know. Maybe he's going to mess with us. This guy's our first follower. So congratulations to this guy. Either a genius or not. Stay tuned. Rory, my boy. You're my boy, Rory.
You're my boy, Rory. So before we get rolling, it's time for this episode's shout out. We're going to be doing a shout out every episode for people that were around during our time at Kansas State. This was Benny Le Wildcats' idea. And this one for me is personal.
Yes, sir.
Big love to my brother Patrick.
He's
AKA Pat Daddy.
Yeah.
Congrats on the new baby, man. You were there with me from the jump in Manhattan. I'll never forget those first couple years. The way you looked out for me, helped me push through my homesickness, and taught me how to stand tall.
Yeah.
Shaped who I am today.
Got a crooked back. You got to straighten out that like Forrest, our boy.
Outside of Jardine there.
Yeah.
So here's to you, Pat Daddy. The Wildcat blood runs deep.
That's a fact, man. Those first couple years can be tough. They're weeding those people out.
Every stadium has its roar. Every season has its legends. But some games, they slip through the cracks, buried beneath blowouts and bowl bids, lost in the shadow of the spotlight.
This is Forgotten Battles, where EMAWB Brothers dig deep into the vault of K-State football. Not the headline games, not the trophy nights, but the gritty, overlooked matchups that we lived through, shoulder to shoulder in the stands. Whether it was the icy wind of Ames, never been to Ames, by the way, the sun-scorched turf of Tempe, or the electric dusk in Manhappiness.
Home, road, neutral. If we were there, it's fair game. From last-second heartbreaks to unexpected triumphs, we're reliving the moments that shaped our fandom, even if the world forgot them.
Well, let's rewind the tape then. Out of the Wildcat, this is the Forgotten Battles. As he said, could be home, road, could be away. We'll run through them all like we do with the losses. And this is with the EMAWB Brothers. And trust us, you won't find these stories in any highlight reels. This is Forgotten Battles.
Forgotten or meaningless home and
The
away.
FMs, forgotten and meaningless? Yes, let's do it. What do we mean by forgotten and meaningless? I mean, they mattered, didn't they?
So I would say, like, in maybe a season where you have a lot of good wins, like in 2012, that maybe this one kind of flies under the radar, which is what I have.
I was writing down
Maybe,
mostly games that were from seasons that, like non-conference games, or just things that are personal to me, or
or
seasons where we were very bad and we went to the game.
bad.
We win anyway.
I'm gonna go with one from 2012 that I think people may not remember as much. A couple after that. You want me to start or you want to go?
Yeah, go for it. Go ahead and start.
All right, the first. This is the big one, the good one. 2012 Oklahoma State. This is the week before TCU. Okay, so we're ranked third in the country. It's on ABC. So it's not like meaningless, but I think in that season it's a little bit forgotten and overshadowed by that TCU game and, losing to Baylor at the end of the season as well. We were ranked number 3 on ABC. Oklahoma State was ranked number 24. Obviously, we go on to win the game. We had 4 interceptions that game. Alan Chapman
And a punt return.
3 interceptions.
Love number 3. Hey, he had to rep that number on the front of his jersey, man.
3 interceptions for the number on the front of his jersey. And then the loudest I've ever heard, Bill Snyder Family Stadium, 100-yard kickoff return by Tyler Lockett. The loudest I've ever heard.
The head turner.
It went nuts, man.
Remember the punter? Spun him around.
I don't know, man, but I don't remember a lot about that game. Just that Tyler Lockett return, but I imagine if we had 4 interceptions, we were going crazy already before that with the interceptions, and then he just took one to the house, and the whole place just erupted.
You may have gone offshore to go see Captain Morgan during that.
Maybe a little bit.
It's possible, or one of his cousins.
But yeah, I was with a lot of my buddies from high school. That game was awesome.
That was forgotten, and a home game. Forgotten home game.
Yes.
Meaningless. Forgotten and meaningless.
Not meaningless.
Not meaningless. Definitely
Forgotten.
not.
Forgotten.
I put my FM home game as 1998. This is a non-conference game against Northeast Louisiana.
Northeast Louisiana.
I just remember I wanted to see Michael Bishop play, and this is one of the only times I got to do it. It was hot. That's what I remember, and it wasn't a great game. We blew him out. They pulled him out in the third quarter, and it was just hot. So I think we were sitting on the hill in the north end zone. Yeah, it was memorable. It was meaningless to everyone else, but it was not meaningless to me. So I got to see it.
Hot as hell.
It was hot. Sunburn, 100% sunburn. Leaving that.
I've got some honorable mentions here. First one I'll go with is 2009 KU, of course, with you. Great game, start of our run. That was my first KU game. I remember getting there, and this random guy was like, "I need to hear you yell," and I kind of let out a little ah, and he was like, "You gotta be louder than that." So I just tried to yell as loud as I could. And he was like, "All right, now you're ready." And so that was an experience. Go on to win the game on Versus Network, 17-10. And now I'm remembering that KU guy's name. The running back is Jake something. He was pretty good.
Yeah, Versus. We got to talk about that for just a minute. Those were some Tier 4 games or something they put on Versus back in the day.
Not ESPN, not Fox, not FS1, not ABC.
This was the KU game in which year?
2009. 2009.
I want to say that season there was another game on Versus that I had to watch in Atlanta. And I had to call around to all the bars to figure out who had Versus.
Nobody. They're like, we got to order that for $10. We're not doing that.
The most Baldmus network in Big 12 television history.
Here's a good one.
Neutral? You going neutral or you going
home? Still home, honorable mention.
Yeah.
2021 TCU. Pretty sure this was the game Felix had. He had 8 tackles for loss, 4 sacks.
Should have been 6.
Should have been 6, but they were 2 forced fumbles, so they counted them as forced fumbles, which it would have been an NCAA record. And that was just a great day with Dad. I was with Dad, and Felix went off, and that was just an awesome game. We won the game. 2009. Okay, this one's probably more like your first one. This one's interesting. 2009 Texas A&M. Okay. Get this. We lost to UL Lafayette before this game. Okay, 15-17. And we lost the week before this game to Texas Tech, 14-66.
Yes.
Okay.
Horrible.
So me, Pat, and Box, my brother and frat buddy, we go into the game with some whiskey, in a boot or something, and
don't know what you're talking about.
They're gonna ban me for bringing a little bit of whiskey. It wasn't me that brought it in. Went to the bathroom, poured it in a big cup of Dr. Pepper, right? And we're like, oh, we suck. We're probably gonna lose, whatever. I don't even think Texas A&M is that good. We don't even care. And then we go on to win 62-14. 3 interceptions, but it felt like 15, dude. We had one right in front of us. We were like front row because nobody was at the game because we lost to UL Lafayette that year. But yeah, great.
Good to crush an Aggie, man.
Fantastic game. I will always remember that one for some reason.
Yeah, those back-to-back weekends. That was quite a time because there was a lot of controversy at that time about bringing Bill back, and he was still trying to prove himself again for that second time. Not that he needed to.
But yeah, 62-14 losing, or 14-66, and then turning around the next week and winning 62-14 is ridiculous. Last one, not meaningless, but I think forgotten by a lot of people and overshadowed by 2022 and 2003 was the 2012 Texas Big 12 championship game. We will never have a Big 12 championship game in Manhattan, Kansas ever again, and it has never happened. And I was there. Great game, 42-24. We actually absolutely slaughtered them. It was a little bit skeptical because we lost to Baylor the week before. Nothing like a Big 12 title at home, man, rushing the field and kissing the Paw'dCat and getting that trophy in front of Colin Klein. Amazing.
Hey, no arguments for me on that one. That's definitely top highlight for Bill 2.0 kids out there, born in the 90s and going to school in the late aughts and early 10s. Good times.
What do you got?
Well, I couldn't make it up there to the Texas game in 2012. By that point, the hives were starting to fade slightly, and I had to get back to work and get off medical leave, because I had to pay the bills. But forgotten and meaningless neutral games. I do this sometimes. I got this lone wolf thing going on where I just drive to games because nobody else wants to go to them. And I drove 7 hours from Fort Worth out to Memphis, Tennessee. Cracked my windshield along the way to the Liberty Bowl to see us play Arkansas in 2015. This was terrible. I don't even know if Cody Cook was still alive at that point. He had been on our 9th string quarterback. Arkansas beat us. Brought back awful memories. That's a FM neutral game. Forgot. Very meaningless.
Play action, wide open, Dibble.
Let's move forward.
I got there and back safe. 14 hours round trip.
Hit us with an away game. And this will finish off our...
Oh, yes. This is going to be the same, probably.
The same?
I think we're going to have the same one. Forgotten and meaningless.
I don't think we're going to have the same away game here.
All right. You want to go?
You go for it. I feel like you're going to say Oklahoma State or something. No.
I'm going to take you back to 2010. We were just there. And we're going to go to Denton, Texas.
Nice. So that is what I had.
Yeah, I thought so.
That is what I had, man. North Texas, man.
We're going to UNT to play the Screaming Green Mean Eagles.
Nice, man.
There were two outstanding running backs in that game.
Yes,
The last
yes.
game, very last game at that old stadium, where they filmed Necessary Roughness. The Bill 1.0 kids will know
But
that. There it is. Right on cue. Yeah, the kids born in the 70s and 80s, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But this game ended 47-45.
47-45. I had 49-41.
And a different D train, not Oregon's D train. Our D train. You got the stats on that one?
Daniel Thomas, I do
Yes,
not
sir.
have his stats for that game.
Over 200.
Over 200.
Sure.
I had a Lance Dunbar, though. Lance Dunbar, right? That ended up playing for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
And a weird thing about this game, November 27th is what
After
I had.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, weird.
Was this one of the first years we played 12 games, or that would have been sooner? It was 5 or 10 years before that. Usually, 11-game season, you're done before Thanksgiving.
Well, Nebraska leaves after 2009, right? So that may have something to do with it. Nebraska and Colorado.
After 10, those two teams left.
That was after 10 they left.
After 11 would have been Missouri and A&M.
Interesting.
So but yeah, when that contract was up and we just couldn't hold on to it.
I remember that they had this big cannon that just like blew out a huge smoke ring every time they scored, and then they had that screeching eagle, man. But that was a good game, man. That was a cool one.
Up there in Denton, Texas. We've driven by that stadium hundreds of times.
Yeah.
Never did I think we would play a game there.
Especially with some really good players out there, running backs for sure. Great running back game.
Yeah, definitely. Lots of offense. If you loved offense, especially running teams that run the ball straight down the defensive line's throat, that was a game for you. That game was important. It wasn't completely meaningless because we had to win it to get to the Pinstripe Bowl.
Bowl eligibility, where we lost to Syracuse.
Sure.
The most meaningless bowl game ever.
We did win 7 games that year, but I believe one of those games didn't count because we played 2 against one AA opponent. Yeah, the salute in the snow at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, Yankee Stadium. Yeah,
that was tough. At the end of the day,
excited about that one.
Pretty much forgot. Pretty much.
Yep.
No effect on the next season.
So what I got after that for honorable mention, I can't remember the year because we actually played KU at KU in 2010 and 2011. Both years we put up 59 points. 59-7 2010, 2011 59-21. It was one of those years, I think it was my first time going to a KU game, so I think it was 2010. We're on Mass Street or some street named after a state with my buddies at a house, and we're in a circle, and I don't know why we did this, but we all just took like 8 shots of tequila back to back to back to back to back to back to back, man. And
that's tequila.
I'm like 21 at this point around,
And you know how it goes: 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila. You're on 8.
And so we're on 8, dude. Like we didn't stop, man. I don't know why we were doing it. Like I don't know if we were singing a song or what. We were just all in a circle, man. Just kept pouring them and taking them. There may have been some Jello shots involved in there too. I may be being a little dramatic, but of course I don't remember a lot.
Hard to recall.
And so I'm like, I gotta get to the game, and I start walking to the game, and I'm by myself. I stop. I'm just gonna scalp a ticket, like you were talking about at one of those games you went to. And so I'm walking down the street, and this first guy, KU guy, was like, I got tickets. I'm like, how much? He's like, $120. I'm like, you gotta be out of your mind. You gotta be out of your mind, man. $120? Are you kidding me? So I keep walking, man. Next guy, he's another KU guy, and he's like $60 or maybe $80 or something. Price is going down. It's getting a little better. I was like, you're crazy, man. That's still way too much for this garbage KU K-State game. And then finally I get closer to the stadium. There's K-State fan right outside, scalping tickets. Got a ticket for $20. But I'm sitting in like the KU like family section. And it's my first game in Lawrence, dude, and I'm still a kid, and I'm going nuts. And this old lady comes down, and she's like, "Hey, not everybody's team is winning here." And I'm like, "I'm sorry," like because I was just having a good time, right? I was just having a good time, man. And then kind of realized I was like, yeah, no, I did have a lot to drink, so we were up by like 4 touchdowns, so I just left. But yeah,
full chow mode by that point.
Forgotten game for sure, but great times. So if you stuck with us during our Forgotten Battles podcast, you are true fans.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to subscribe. We are going to have giveaways. So
very exciting. I'll be looking forward to that, like setting my fantasy football lineups on Sunday morning.
If we get to 100 on any application, then we'll give out another hoodie or hat.
Very interesting. I'm very intrigued.
Hoodie or hat.
I'm very intrigued.
Hoodie or hat.
100. Because you already know what it's all about.
Money. All about the money. So we can give it to our NIL partners.
If I got a $100 bill, what am I going to call it?
A Benny.
Yeah.
Benny the Wildcat.
Benjamin. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I know Benny the Wildcat said 100% is going to go to NIL, but we can't do 100%. Can't do 100%.
Got to pay our taxes, man.
We got to pay our taxes, and it'll probably be more so like 85 to 90% so we can improve the podcast. And we got to buy TP.
We got to buy toilet paper. You know, when we were kids, we used to be able to like sneak out at night and throw that stuff into people's trees, but with Ring cameras everywhere, that's going to be difficult to do these days.
I didn't think about the Ring cameras. That sucks.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn.
You can't ding dong ditch anymore. You can't TP.
Yeah, it's boring. They know who you are.
You can't take like all the campaign signs and put them in 1 yard.
You go to jail for that now, probably.
Stuff out there for these kids. Well, you could have gone to jail at any time for that.
Well, we weren't going to get caught. Now it's on camera.
You're not getting caught in the 90s for that.
Now if you even sneak out and they see you on the Ring camera just walking by.
You're right.
Damn, that
alerts like 18 cops. Hit us up on Facebook if you're a boomer. Remember to hit us up on X if you're Gen X. Remember to hit us up on Snapchat, Instagram if you're a young millennial. If you're Gen Z or Alpha, then you can use TikTok. Yeah, hit us up on those.
Yeah, we don't have Snapchat. And Facebook sucks.
Facebook, so you gotta be 60 or older, all right? Otherwise, we're gonna force you to unfollow us.
No boomer nonsense.
We're gonna require proof of identification on that.
On TikTok or Facebook?
Facebook. If you can't prove that you're 60 or older, just let it go, man. Like you should be on social media. You're with the under
TikTok,
25. Under 25.
Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
X.
Mm-hmm. Instagram, like 25
YouTube.
to 35. Yeah.
Instagram, yeah, pretty 25, 35-ish.
Yeah, that's for those young millennials out there.
Maybe, yeah, I'm probably 25 to 35-ish.
Old millennials and
YouTube. Discord. If you search Paw'dCats Sports in any kind of manner, I think our name should pop up.
Yes.
So if you want to, subscribe. If not, we don't care.
We really don't. Like, we do not care at all. All we're doing this for is to just document as a primary source, posterity, so our family can see it after we pass. We do not give 2 cents.
Cents, not F's.
If you subscribe. We don't care.